Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is currently just over halfway through the month of July and I have quite a few books left on my July TBR. I have 3 here that I have not even started yet. I have this one which I am just under 100 pages through, and I also have a couple of books started on my Kindle. So I thought this would be a perfect time to do a 24-hour reading challenge. I'm going to use the timer method because that works best for me. So we're going to see how much I can get read in 24 hours. So I'm going to start the timer and start reading. I decided to sleep in a little bit this morning just because I've been getting up early all week and the people are not supposed to start work on our house until a little bit later today, so I could sleep in. But last night I did finish the short story that I was reading. I got to check that off my list. And then I also read a little bit more of The Devil in the White City. So now I'm going to get up, make some coffee, and sit down and read some more Devil in the White City because I really want to get through that book so I can start my next one. And like I said, I have quite a few books left on my July TBR, and we are getting to the last couple weeks of July and I want to finish them up. So I am going to get up, start my day, and get started on reading and start my timer. I've been reading on and off throughout the day, and I have about 150-ish pages left of this book, which I feel like I should be able to read tomorrow, and I have just under 20 hours left. So I'm going to stop here for tonight and head to bed. It is Saturday morning, and my goal is to read the rest of The Devil in the White City this morning, so let's get started reading. I have just about 17 hours left and I just finished The Devil in the White City, so I am going to get myself some lunch, do my book journaling about this, and pick out my next book. I decided to pick up When the Moon Hatched and tackle this brick of a book next. It's almost 700 pages, so this is going to take me a little bit to read, and hopefully I can get it done in the next just under 17 hours. So let's get reading. I have just under 15 and a half hours left on my timer, so I'm going to read for a while until I am tired and fall asleep. So that's what I'm gonna do for now, and then I'll pick this up again tomorrow morning. It is Sunday morning and I have about 14 and a half hours left on my timer. I also decided that I was going to start Hurricane, which is the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. It was created by Cordy, I believe. That's how you say it, but because I'm already doing this challenge, I thought I'm gonna use today to, 1, knock the rest of the time, or most of the time, off my timer, and 2, to use this day for my 24-hour reading challenge. So it's from when you wake up and then whenever you go to sleep is when that 24 hours is over. So my goal is to finish like 3 books today, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna make some coffee, get myself a little bit ready, and then let's get started reading. It is Monday morning now and I want to do a quick check-in. I read all of When the Moon Hatched yesterday. I finished that up. I also read some of my ebook. Two Twisted Grounds, was working on that, and I started a new ebook. I believe it's called The Chase. It's one of the the first one of the L. Kennedy series. And then I also finished my audiobook, The Magnolia Palace. So I got a lot of reading done, and I have just under 5 hours left on my timer, which my goal is to finish that up today. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to pick up to read next. I'm going to take a break from reading for a little bit because I did a ton yesterday, but I am going to do my last 5 hours throughout today. it is Monday evening and I just finished my 24-hour readathon. I ended up finishing another book on my Kindle. It was just a Kennedy romance. I love her romances. They're so easy and fast to read. And I also started another one and got like 15% of the way into that one before the end. I still have 2 Twisted Crowns that I didn't finish, but I'm just taking a break from that. I was reading too many like fantasy-esque books at once, so I just need like a little bit of a palate cleanser, read something different before I jump back into that. But I finished my 24-hour readathon and I found this one so much easier than my last one. I've just been really in a reading mood and finding books that I really love. But that's where I'm going to leave this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.